Okay, guys, I'm back with you. Now, again, I'm gonna keep touching on this narrative topic as far as everyone is anticipating AMC and GameStop to squeeze out first. Again, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, not an influencer. So I'm just speaking my thoughts on my personal channel. I've mentioned many times in my videos, and I'm going to mention it again. And I'm closer to the camera so that I can make my thoughts very clear. When think of them, think of institutions, think of whoever the higher power in this whole play is, whether it's the institutions, the governments, whatever conspiracy you have, whatever thought process you have. Just think of that. Wouldn't it be better for them to have all the meme stocks squeeze at the same time rather than, just two at a time or one at a time, um, and then have, like, all that go down that way? Here's both sides. If only one, let's say GameStop or AMC, go up, that means when they're done with that, depending on how much time it takes or whatever the process was going to be, whoever makes so much money from that play will go next to where do you think? For example, if AMC goes up first, then the people that are going to go next are going to go to GameStop. Or if both of them go up at the same time, then all people from there are going to go to Sundial, BBIG, Cause, SPCE, Workhorse. SPCE is Virgin Galactic. Um, Workhorse, SDC, you know, even Clove, maybe, all those, Prague, all those will get that exposure. And then now these institutions will have so much more problems. Like, that doesn't solve the issue of meme stocks once and for all. And clearly, they want to finish that meme stock movement thing once and for all, and it will come to an end. So that's why I say what I say, that they were going to let them all go at the same time. Why? Because you're talking about what's better environment and habitat for them to thrive, or at least get the least amount of damage in, than that, because there will be so much confusion. You're talking about so many moves. They might have them like a day apart, scattered around. Like maybe on the first day they would have like 5 or 6 of them moving up at the same time, and people who are on other meme stocks that are not those that are going up, they will jump out of that particular they'll jump out of that position and jump into the other position after. They will go into the other position, and they want to catch and make up with the squeeze. The problem is, they don't, when people are in somewhere in any of these meme stocks, they're most likely bag holding. So I personally know a lot that want to just get their money's worth back and then get out as soon as they reach their equal point that they were in, because they've been down for a long time. Some are going to see that FOMO, and if it's not their stock that is moving up on that day, then they're going to sell for even probably a loss out of FOMO thinking, and jump into those other stocks, or at least try to. And the scarier part is if they even suspend buying into the stocks. So you would sell for a loss in another position to get into this position, hoping to make $1, and then guess what? Now you lost here and you lost here. That could possibly very well happen. So you have, I just see it that they will thrive better. It's better narrative for them, for all of them to go up at the same time. So that way they can just finish this once and for all. Whoever loses, loses. Whoever wins, wins. That's just what I think is going to go down. Now, the most interesting and intriguing part is, how will the whole crypto thing go down with this? Because everybody knows that the future meme stocks is going to be called the meme cryptos, and everybody from this, when this ends, is going to jump to that. Now, What will they do about that? That will be interesting. Personally, the only thing I'm afraid of in the crypto sector, because I was in the whole like crypto movement, uh, like for a long, long time, like since before even the shutdown of the pandemic. I even benefit so much from Doge. I was one of the people that bought in when it was back at 0.00006778. I will never forget that because I struck with really well on that one, you know, uh, especially when it was up in January of 2021 when it went up to the cent. I personally was like one of those people that sold at 3 cents. It was like at 3 cents. I was like, oh yeah, because I was holding for a long time since, you know, it was like late 2019, early 2020, when like right before the shutdown happened, and then the shutdown happened, and it just went down even more, a little bit lower, and I, bought more to average down, and I remember that whole thing. That put me on the map like really big. Um, and then I held through, I held through, and I was holding for a whole year. And then 2021 came, and that happened. And you know, you get the point. So the point is, I'm not trying to hear like sit here and start like polishing my own shit. So I'm just like giving I'm just letting you know that I'm not just talking out of my ass. I'm speaking based on being in this, being in that, experience in this and in that. So I think the scary part about the crypto world after the meme stock movement is I think that they might leave it open, and because I personally think that it's gonna dump hard, like historically hard, because they're gonna be cleaning out that locker to fund this, the meme stock movement. I feel like that's gonna work into also their other narrative, which is making them all look really blingy and shiny. Like those movies or those stories where the bad person is trying to or the monster is trying to fish or hunt people, and the way they do it is by giving them something that's making it look so appealing. So like all those cryptos will look appealing because I know as soon as people leave from this, and that is over, the meme stock movement, they're gonna look at the cryptos and be like, "Oh, Shib, how are you? Doge, what's up with you? What price are you at?" And so forth. Like Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Here's the thing: I think that their narrative is to try to get as much money back from what they lose from the meme stock movement. Will be making all the crypto realm very polished and blingy, and let people take huge positions in that. And I think that that's where the trap will be laid. I personally think, and fact check me, hopefully. I mean, if I'm right, then hey, it is what it is. I was thinking in the right mindset. If not, then um, again, no one knows. Um, but I predict that that's where they will lay the trap. They will get everybody to settle into that world. They will make a lot of bullish news about it, and everything will be consolidating for quite a little bit of time because that just happened in the meme stock saga, and then the whole market will be down at that moment. And then when everybody takes positions there, I feel like that's when they will come out with some crazy rule that will eliminate, literally like by default or whatever that ruling is, like probably 80 or to 90% of all cryptos are like, I don't know, maybe that's too crazy to say or too wild to think, but maybe like a huge percentage, let's just say a huge percent of those cryptos, and specifically the smaller ones, the cheap ones, the more blingy ones, the ones that looks like, I can make so much more money with that. So if I do get into cryptos, personally thinking, I'm not influencing anybody's decision, but if I do get into any cryptos, I'm going to go into something that's already very incorporated into the world, especially like Bitcoin, for example, or Ethereum. Why those two? Because one, Bitcoin has already been adopted by, excuse me, by many uh, like top 500 Fortune companies in the world. They're not just going to be able to delete that. Ethereum is the main NFT um, blockchain, and the technology that it offers as well is very, 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 very interesting. Um, So those two has already been incorporated in a daily life. You can't get rid of those. The rest, I'm not saying they can't. They have potential, but if any regulations come out that goes versus or south, or I mean, they can. I mean, they control the media. They can come out and say that such and such got hacked and all the Doge servers got. You know how like recently has been happening. Some hackers hacked in and stole like 5 billion or $50 billion worth of Doge or SHIB, and by default, that coin is gonna get delisted. I think personally, like I'm so sold on the idea that that's where the traps are gonna lay. They're not gonna lay the traps on the stocks because the stocks will be done, like the whole market will be depleted. It won't be as interesting for quite some time until it can make a rebound. Um, but I could see the traps being laid out in the crypto realm because look at it. It's not FDIC insured. It's not insured by anybody. Not insured by your dad, not your mom, nobody. So you get money from here, you put it there, you give it right back to them in a way or another. Who's to say that the hackers that they've been hacking lately is not on, an inside job? Again, I'm not insinuating anything, guys. These are just entertainment. So please like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Share this channel. Get other people to know that they were here. If this makes sense to you, I'm glad to hear that. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry to waste your time. Again, this is AB Investments, guys. Hopefully I'll be back soon with a few other videos. Much love and have a great day.